So it says, Columbia, read this and translate. If the ladies had the physical strength of a man, we would be extinguished. Not
extinct. Okay.
Yeah.
Extinct.
Sorry. I don't speak English.
Okay. All right.
Really
I see what he's saying. He's saying if ladies had the this is what he said. If ladies had the strength of a man, men would be extinct. Quick, because y'all would just kill us all. Meaning that he's saying that men were currently stronger now in reality, and y'all still here is because men are more compassionate. That's what I think he's saying.
That's how you want to take it.
Men are more compassionate, you know? Yeah.
She said, I'm calling B.
I like that.
Men are more compassionate, you know? So
you should just
so think about
always
it.
talk like that.
Yeah, wait, who confirms? Pay attention. Let's have a convo.
I'm sorry, her Spanish speaking.
Yeah, I know. Listen, can you sit back in the mic? Because we can't hear you. But anyways, show of hands. If y'all was actually stronger than men, do you think that men would go extinct? No one thinks that.
I do.
Okay, so another question. She said yes.
I do.
That's one. Another question. Do you think if women was as strong as men, that you would have as much grace and compassion as men have for women now?
They have grace and compassion?
So you speak for all men?
Yeah.
You speak for all men, Cooley.
You don't think men have grace and compassion?
No.
I
think a lot of men lacking that.
From a general standpoint, ladies.
Do you think you have that? Is that when you...
Let's go around everybody's going to go. Let's start with Ginger. Mm-hmm. So from a general standpoint, let me get your answer. From a general standpoint, you said that, well, currently right now, men do have the upper hand in strength. That's just how God made us. And I'm stating that men do have grace and we are compassionate for females because we all have the ability to RAPEU, like that would be prevalent. It would be every day. Like we get horny, we get turned on like a light switch. Right. So obviously men aren't going around that's taking your cookies from you. Also, we live in a first world country where other men protect you from bad guys. So even if there is a graper out there, well, you got a guy on the street that will protect you. If he's seen something happening, you could call the police. So men protect women even from other men. Also, men protect women from other women. So I would say that generally speaking, men do have grace and compassion for women.
Yeah, traditional.
I said for the most part, yes, but you're always gonna have that. You're always gonna have that handful that doesn't.
That's
true. So here's what I'm saying.
I feel like it got worse.
Apple.
I feel like it's not how we say traditional, like how we.
Okay, so my question.
Have that bad apple of the tree.
Yeah, it's always gonna be a bad apple.
Yeah,
but now my question is this: if women had the same physical strength as men, and we adopted your physical strength, meaning that you were stronger than men, do you think that women would have the same grace and compassion that men currently have for women today? Go with you first.
Wait,
yes or no? Okay, so currently in the world, how it's always been.
Okay.
Women are the protected gender. It's always women and children off the boat first. It's always, we open up the door for you. Where do you think chivalry came from? It's from, men being traditional and being chivalrous to women because we know that they are the weaker sex and we're trying to open up the door and, make sure she's good. Right? So we do have grace and compassion for women. That is true. Now, we do know that there's bad apples out there. We're not talking about those exceptions to the rule.
Okay.
There's a handful of guys that's terrible, but guess what? There's more men to protect you from those small handful of guys that's terrible. Got it? Now, my question for you is, do you think that if women had the same strength as men currently, and men adopted the strength of women, so being that basically you were stronger than men, women were stronger than men, do you think that women would have the same grace and compassion? No. And why? Why not?
I mean, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
Okay, fair enough.
Only because I don't know. it's hard to think like that when you've never when you haven't been
Never
raised
had
like
that power.
Yeah, like I don't know how to make my brain think like that. I just know that a man is stronger than me. I know that a man is supposed to court me. I know that I just know how a man is supposed to be towards me. So for me in my brain to make it roles reversed, I can't process it.
You think that you would maybe take advantage of your power a little bit?
Probably.
Fair
I'm a
enough.
bitch, so
I love the
probably.
honesty.
I like the honesty. No, it's
Probably
honest.
I'll be like, bitch, stop.
That's honest. What about you?
I think that they would. I think females, if they had or were stronger than men,
Yeah.
I do think they would still have compassion.
Okay. The same compassion and grace as men?
Yeah, because I think I think a lot of females, if not most females, do have grace and compassion now, even though they're not quote unquote stronger than men. So
Okay.
a physical trait I don't think is going to change that.
Okay. Now let's go with you. You could put your mic closer.
I was just piggyback what she said. We human beings, so I really don't view things on the gender bias.
Okay, so you think that women would have the same grace and compassion as men. What about you?
No.
No, okay, that's fair. And why not?
If I was stronger.
Yeah, if you were stronger than a man, what would you do?
Then I would knock you the hell out. What you talking about? You gonna sit down and you gonna stop telling me what to do?
Oh, word.
Yeah.
So when I so
Into the
so
mic.
so
You gonna
Push
stop
it back
telling
in.
me what to do respectfully?
respectfully.
Cause
So
now I'm gonna smack
Oh God.
on you.
okay,
Sit
okay.
down.
Like,
Mind your
start playing
business.
with me.
Okay.
And let me run this. Cause
Choose-
now I'm in.
choose your thoughts
Now
and
I'm
get
in
into
control.
her.
Yeah. Maybe a little.
I love the
I have a
honesty.
question.
I like the honesty. Hold on, let's go with
Okay,
her.
okay.
And what about you?
Yeah, I would say the same. Like, I don't know why or how, just because you're stronger, you're just going to lose that compassion all of a sudden. Like, if you're saying that men with their strength feel compassion towards women, why would we lose that then if we were stronger?
Okay, so question for you then. So you're saying like, why would women lose that? So if we're speaking currently right now, in domestic violence, so domestic violence shows that men get arrested more when it comes to
Allegedly.
comes to domestic violence, right? Studies show that women initiate domestic violence more, but men just don't report it. So women actually hit men first, but men don't report it as often. So that is a statistical fact. Also, studies show that in lesbian couples, the rate of domestic violence is higher on average than it is than heterosexual couples. So this means that women, and we know that women are more neurotic, meaning that they feel more negative emotions. You're
That's
more
because we
likely
move
to
off emotion.
let me finish, right? You're more likely to catch an attitude and be in your feelings and be triggered fast. So with these stats right here, if women wielded the enforcement mechanism, if they wielded the strength, right? I truly think that women wouldn't have as much compassion as men. So that's one of the reasons why.
But do you think it's like based on like frustration on the women of being inferior to men because they're stronger?
Right. So
Well, real quick, one of the things is, so studies show as well, both men and women show aggression, but they just show it differently. When men get angry, they show it in a physical sense. They'll punch a wall. When women get angry, they show aggression with gossip, destroying a man's character, or innuendo. So both males and females are aggressive, but they just show it differently. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now let's think about it. One of the reasons, yeah, it's over here. Oh, that was me. So one of the reasons why you good? Yeah, you could actually leave it over there. That's fine.
That's fine,
You
yeah.
can leave it right there.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you good.
Yeah, you're good. What I'm essentially saying here is we're actually different. If the only thing that we change is that you're stronger, well, you're more likely to like, think about it. If men was as emotional as women, then the world is a dangerous place. Most of the guys in prison are emotional men. Like, they act out. Oh, nigga, what you say to me? Pull out the strap, they shooting. You get what I'm saying? Those are very sensitive, emotional men. And those men are in prison. Now, we know that women are just as emotional as some of those men. Like, generally speaking, women are even more emotional than men. If they wielded the same physical strength as men, I don't think that you'll have the same compassion as men. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. What do you think? I think I elaborated that pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to come back from that
I mean,
one.
yeah, I personally think that if women were stronger than men, I don't think you guys would have compassion because, for one, women are spiteful. Women already don't like when men show weakness. Women are more emotional, so when they get angry because they have spent years of not being able to beat up men, when they see that they could finally beat up men, I think they would
Like
take
her.
full advantage of it.
She beats men up.
And plus, how many? Not all women, but
No,
sometimes
she
women.
would. Go ahead.
Not all women, but sometimes women lie on men to get revenge.
I'm in the bedroom.
So, I definitely think that women would. Plus the whole feminist movement. You know what I mean? The whole being equal and wanting their rights.
And if you, that's a good point. Even speaking about the feminist movement, like the feminist movement is not for anything equal. It's for just power.
Right.
The positions that they're even trying to have things equal. They're not trying to have offshore drilling equal. They're not trying to have the janitors be equal. They're not trying to have the people that take out the trash. Oh, well, we want equal pay with that. We want equal opportunity with offshore drilling and these engineering jobs. No, they want equal opportunity with the positions of power and political power and stuff like that and CEOs.
And I
So,
don't think a woman could handle that. That's why,
okay, fair
at
enough.
the end of the day, we are emotional beings. And I know that personally, I'm going to speak for myself. I am an emotional being. And sometimes, it can get the best of me. So with that being said, I don't think full decisions in that type of hierarchy of our lives should be dependent upon my judgment, because I might not always have the best judgment.
So you wouldn't vote for a woman president?
Well, I did vote.
Okay, period. I was about to
Okay,
say.
I
You
did
voted for
vote.
Kamala?
I did
Absolutely.
vote. Yes, I absolutely did.
100%.
You too. Stupid. What? Why would you vote for?
No. Oh, you want to
what?
get political?
You
Let's
voted
not
for the
do that.
Wicked Witch of the West?
No.
You want to get political? We can get
But look at
political.
where we're at. And they want to already
We're
impeach
talking
him.
about looking where we at.
Look where we at, and they already want to
We're
impeach
doing
him.
great.
No, we're not.
But listen, y'all do not want to speak politicals. Y'all
not
gonna
do
get
it.
Talk political.
No, we don't have-
obliterated.
no,
But
let's
let's just
not.
get it back
No.
on topic real quick. So, in regards, so
Why
yeah, let's get it. We can have a political conversation,
No, I don't want
ladies.
to. No, I don't want to. because
Okay,
I-
well, let's get it back on topic then.
That's why
So
your eggs are
you are
$100.
essentially saying that women would abuse the power if they had more physical strength than men. Got it. That's what you're saying, right?
You just put words in my mouth.
What?
I
That's what
didn't.
you said. You
That's
said that you would be
absolutely
beating up
not.
men if you had more
I
strength.
didn't say that. I just said that the man is a stronger stability for power and for people in power
Okay,
like that.
so you got a hard time articulating yourself. So let me just do it for you and correct me if I'm
say it.
wrong. You're pretty much saying that men are better at regulating their emotions, so therefore they'll be better at wielding the physical strength because they're not going to act out emotionally.
Right, because there's a lot of things that
Okay,
are going to
got it.
happen, and they, I mean, don't get me wrong. As a strong woman who does a lot of my own things, I also do sometimes have poor judgment because of my emotions, and but I know that, and I also recognize that, and I take accountability, and I work on it. Fair enough, I do work on it. It's just, but it's not always the case, and I do recognize it.
All right, I got it. Let's move on to the super chats, and you got that clip ready, right, Dan? Cool. So we got, so that the last super chat was the Spanish one you read. And then we got Great Win, sends in $20. Appreciate the support. He says, men don't pay for dates because there is no quality women. Why would a man pay for a woman who is dating multiple men, high body count, 5 pounds of makeup, and unreal expectations? The insensitive simply isn't there anymore. Okay, fair enough. He's spitting facts.
Is he sure that he likes the correct gender? Respectfully.
Well, he's speaking in a general sense, and generally speaking, homie's speaking facts.
No, he's
You don't
not.
agree? Okay,
do
so what don't you agree with what he said?
Everything.
Oh,
It's giving.
Okay, so let's-
Okay, to be honest, it's giving that he's confused. It's giving like I don't. And this is respectful. I promise, because y'all like to clip stuff. y'all know who you are. I promise is giving that like he just is confused. I don't think that he is in the right category of dating. Just be nice.
Okay. So I'll just read it again.
Okay,
and let me know what you
he's in his
disagree
soft
with.
girl era.
Got it. He's in a soft girl. He's in a soft girl era for stating some general facts. So let's see.
It's
Well,
not
maybe
facts,
he's
though.
just not dating the right females, and that's
Yeah,
why
he's
he
not
feels
dating the
that
right
way.
girl.
Okay. Ah.
Or
that was
maybe
a good...
he's not dating the right gender.
Hold up.
Because I understand his points.
No, that
and
was a good
he may
answer,
not
what
have
she said.
it in the nicest way. He was very blunt about it, which is fair, but maybe he's not going after the females that he specifically would pay for a date.
Okay. So she's thinking, because that's what the same thing we would say, men to say, that's the same thing I would say to y'all when y'all complain about men. When y'all complain about men, I'm just like, oh, well, yeah, but that's because you're choosing those broke guys,
Exactly.
or those are the only guys that you can attract. Okay, fair
Maybe
enough.
he's attracting the wrong gender.
So keep on saying about gender. Great win. He's a supporter of the podcast. So what he's essentially saying here is women want a traditional man, but they're not traditional themselves. That's all he's saying. So in that sense, that's one non-traditional trait, to be a whore for sure. But what he's saying is that you want a traditional man, but you're not actually traditional yourself. So why would a man do traditional things for a modern woman? So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.